GPTs are all the rage this week, and for good reason. With just a few minutes, you can create your own custom chatbot based on your knowledge sources and specific to your tasks and context that you want to do. But if you're on a website and they don't have a GPT or a custom chatbot available, you can make your own directly within the ChatGPT system without even making a GPT. And I'll show you how to do that. It starts with a simple prompt. Since it is Veterans Day, I'm using the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs website as an example because they provide a lot of support and they have programs specific to veterans. So we're going to put those together and create a custom assistant just with a simple prompt that can help us navigate some of that a little bit better. So this prompt, it's very basic. I just asked it to be an incredible assistant for the Washington State Department of Affairs. I do ask it to only use information on their website and within our rules here in Washington, our RCWs and our Washington administrative codes. I give them permission to use links from other websites that are linked to from that source and the official va.gov site. And then I provide some additional instructions on how I want the interaction to go. I ask them to ask me questions one at a time to really understand the situation and to only give me the relevant options. We're not going to have it curate and give us a list from the website. We want it to really take a look at those and see what's going to be most meaningful to me based on the information I give it. And with the new motivation research and techniques that have been coming out, I just added in some basic information about why this is important. And there's 460,000 veterans that spend more than 50% of their income on rent. And there's a lot of them still living below the poverty level with food insecurity, and there's a lot of mental health challenges. So this just primes ChatGPT a little bit to understand why this work is important so that it can really take that on. And then I'm asking it to take a deep breath and think step by step, which is a technique that's been shown in some of the research to be a little bit more helpful. And we provide some encouragement. You got this. Now, once you have a baseline prompt for one website, like this is just for Veterans Affairs, I can take this, I can change it out for any website if I'm on Department of Licensing, if I'm on a business website, whatever it is, so that I can create my own custom chatbot without having to wait for the organization to give me that ability. So the Department of Veterans Affairs, their website, it's not so bad. There's a lot of really unorganized websites out there with just information overload. They're not well designed, they're not user friendly. This one isn't too bad. We have a section here for veterans and service members, and then you can go through and look for financial assistance, veterans benefits, if that's employment, housing. But our chatbot's going to take all that, put it together so that we don't have to click through and read through. We can get the ones specifically for what we need. So the initial prompt I have here, this is on my computer screen, but I'm going to open it up on my app that I have so that I can have an actual conversation and not just text-based. I'm assisting a transitioning veteran and I'd like your assistance, please.
Absolutely, I'd be glad to assist. Transitioning back to civilian life can present various challenges. Could you tell me a bit more about the veteran's current situation? For instance, are they seeking employment, housing, or perhaps educational opportunities? This will help me tailor the support to their needs.
Right now, the priority is with housing and employment.
Understood. Securing stable housing is crucial. The Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, WDVA, has several programs that could be beneficial. For housing, the Veterans Housing Assistance Program, VCHAP, offers assistance with rent, deposits, and even foreclosure prevention. There's also the HUD-VASH program, which combines housing choice voucher rental assistance with case management and clinical services. Regarding employment, the WDVA collaborates with WorkSource Washington, which specializes in helping veterans find employment. They offer resources for job training, resume building, and can connect veterans with employers seeking to hire veterans. To proceed with housing assistance, the veteran will need to apply for the VHAP or HUD-VASH program through the WDVA or their local Veterans Affairs office. For employment, registering with WorkSource Washington would be a great first step. Would you like to start with housing or employment assistance first? This way I can guide you through one process at a time.
Let's start with the housing first.
Great. Let's get started with housing.
So after the conversation, then you'll get the transcript of it and you can scroll through and see everything that was said. There's links to the resources that were mentioned on there. And then if you want, you can also use the text one to ask additional questions or to format it. So I'm going to ask it to please format all resources in a table. That'll make it a little easier to read, including links. And this just summarizes everything that was talked about in the voice call for those two programs. And then you can continue this with the rest. And the nice thing about using ChatGPT 4 is that it's now multimodal, so we can get a Word document of it. So I'm going to ask, please add this to a Word document. And now we can download that.